Please sit down. Please sit down.
Swami Maharaj ki Jai. Jeeyar Swami Ji Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Sriman Narayana. A very, very divine Guru Purnima to all the devotees. Today is Mula Nakshatram also, the birth star of our Acharya Sri Manavada Mahamuni. So today Guru Purnima is also there. Manavada Mahamuni's birth star also joined along with God. So two things are together today for all of us to enjoy this divine day. So we offer our Mangala Sasanams to all of you at the outset. And today we are going to have the Acharya Aradhana activity, Aradhana program, Guru Purnima program. Again, when we say Acharya Aradhana, so it says that Aradhana means a ritual that is conducted on the day when they departed from this abode to the other abode. That is what commonly people call as Aradhana. But now today is not that Aradhana, we are doing our Acharyas and Acharya Parampara's Aradhana. The lineage of Acharyas is being worshipped today by all of us. So most welcome to you all. Being here on this day are starting our program in America from today is probably a destined by Acharyas.
Jai Sriman Narayana.
It is because we are dedicating this trip of America for few reasons. Number one, to experience the divine presence of Acharya in a historic form here in America. So we know that Acharya, probably most of you have shared your own experience with regard to Acharya's grace, and you might have heard the messages of our Dr. Rangaraman Acharya Swami also so far. And we talk about Acharya is very, very important in our life. And without Acharya's grace, of course, nothing is there. Because for us, anything that we learn, anything that we practice, anything that we are today is the grace of Guru in some or the other form. Sometimes they physically appear and then they give us the message. But sometimes they may not be there physically with us, but yet they pass on their grace in form of something that gives a kind of inspiration from within ourselves. And sometimes that grace works through somebody. As with regard to devatas, it is said in our scriptures, na devaha yishtimadaya rakshanti pasu palavat yemhi rakshitumicchanti buddhya samyojayanti tam, is a very nice message given by our scriptures. Like the devatas, whom we call devatas, they never directly come to us and say, hey, do this, don't do that. No. That's not the way of devatas dealing with other creatures. That is the activity we human beings do. Because when a herd of animals being driven by some person or the owner of those herds, I think then he takes a stick or something like that, and then he drives them, hey, 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 come. Ishtimadaya narakshanti pasupalavat. That is an activity of a caretaker of some kind of animals. But devas, they won't do such kind of things. What do? Yemhi rakshitu vichanti buddhya samyojayanti tam. Whomever they want to probably elevate, then they do in two processes. One, either they give a kind of inspiration from within, and then we get a kind of enlightenment. Oh, why cannot I do this? Okay, let me give it a try and see that, yeah, let me do this. Whenever there is an issue, then they are with us in our mind, and then they give us a kind of inspiration. That's one type of grace they shower on us. But other thing is, they through somebody they work. They are in somebody's mind. And then that person comes to us and says, hey, why can't you do this activity like this? They come and they give a kind of suggestion to us. And then we think, oh, okay, let me try. And then we do that, and then we get success in our endeavors. Sometimes, yes, it works very well, but the problem comes then when it is successful, and then we think, yeah, it's my doing. I did it. No, I. The capital I comes and stands there. Otherwise, we say, I pray to God. I did this several times, but I never got the grace of God directly to me. I tried a lot. I meditated upon His mantra, and I did follow so many ritualistic activities, but nothing worked out. See, God never helped me, but this guy helped me. I don't believe in God. There is no God for me. This is only whom I want. This is only God for me, because when I'm in trouble, when I'm in serious need of something, what did God do to me? Nothing. Only this guy did it. So, he is God. In Telugu, there is a nice way of expression. వీడండి దేవుళ్ళ వచ్చాడు, దేవుడిలా వచ్చాడు. He came like God and saved me. Is it right what people say? Did you hear such kind of things ever from anybody? How many of you? That's good. Word is right. Understanding is different. What she said, దేవుడిలా వచ్చాడండి, దేవుడిలా వచ్చాడండి. This is right. దేవుడు ఇలా వచ్చాడు, దేవుడిలా వచ్చాడు. వీడి దేవుడు కాదు, దేవుడు ఇలా చేశాను నాకు సపోర్ట్, దేవుడు ఇలా వచ్చాను నా సపోర్ట్ కోసం. We just eliminate God, and then we keep this the one who temporarily supported us, and we keep his picture, and we keep him as our God, and then we are pretty much confined, which is again wrong. God wanted you to get the benefit, and he found, and probably he takes it, that come on, let me do through this source. When you want to eat food, what? You want to eat food, and the food is there in the plate, and you are here. And to eat the food, your mouth is very much there, big mouth. How do you eat it? How do you eat it? Do you just keep your mouth and you start eating? Yeah, that is animals' activity. Dogs do so, and other animals also do so. But you are a human being, and you eat it in a perfect way because you want to use some kind of tool, and you keep your hand there. And if you want to use another tool also, like a fork, a spoon, something like that, and then that is a tool. That's not the food. That's not the food. That's only a tool. So also God chooses a few tools to support you, to help you, and to benefit you. But we think, this is the fork, this is the spoon, really fed me a lot, nothing else. And if you start keeping the spoon or fork only, and then Rama. And if you do so, how funny it looks, so also. And same thing, you have a hand. And when you do something, it is the hand that supports you. And the hand goes, and then brings something, and then drops that into your mouth, and then of course you enjoy it. So then you say, it's not the mom who fed me, it's only my hand that's feeding me. Handaya Namaha. And if you say so, how silly it looks. It's not the hand, it's not the spoon or the fork that is supporting you, not the plate, but it is mother who cooks, who brings, who knows, who already experienced with you what to feed you, and he helps you in growing better. She's the one who knows better. there. And she's the one actually who made all these things to happen. She selected the food, prepared it. She selected the plate that you can easily take. And she selected either the spoon or a fork or your hand, and then taught you how to consume that, how to enjoy that. This is what God does. He chooses some instrument. He chooses some source. He chooses some person whom we call Guru. And then through him, he supports. Sometimes Guru may be from a Vedic lineage. Maybe sometimes, some of your friends, one among your own friends, or whom sometimes you may not be knowing at all. And such person comes to you suddenly, all of a sudden, from blue, and then, hey, can we do this? And then you start a business with that person. And then of course you will be flourishing. That's okay. Then you say, this is the person, who gave me a wonderful life. Why didn't he give you yesterday? Why didn't he give you a month before or a year before? It's not that person. If that person is only the one who is able to give, probably he might have given long ago. Probably when you are first encountering with some kind of situation or a problem, he would have given then itself, isn't it? But he chooses appropriate time and situation. And then he gives you through that person. I remember, Devudu ila ichunu. Devudu ila ichunu. Yeah. So, that is a process. There is a way of Devatas. Even Devatas also do something like that. Only. And what to say about the one who is the responsible, a divine power of this entire universe, whom we call as Paramatma, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Param Jyoti, Param Akasa. Many names are there. 1,000 names, right? 1,000 names. Vishnu, Sahasranama. 1, 2. A Sahasranamas. So he got many names. All names belong to him only. Yes. Even if you say A, that's his name. If you say E, that was him. Also his name. Anything becomes his name. Every sound becomes his divine name. And that God, probably people call him as God, in a very loose term in English. Because that is the one, probably which is available. The Supreme Lord, Supreme Being. Okay. Along with 1,000, these are other names. So that one chooses something, either from the nature, or from the people around, or from the situations, or then from an established lineage, what we call Guru Parampara. Started from Lakshmi. Swamiji said the other day. It started from Lakshmi herself. And sometimes she also teaches to her spouse. They are always bosses, right?
Always right.
Ladies are always bosses. So Lakshmi sometimes becomes Acharya, and then she first teaches to her own divine spouse, to Lakshmi Nada. Kimeta nirdoshakaya jagati tvamuchitai upayeti vismarya swajanayasi mata tadasinaha. Ama, You are ours. You know why? Because you are the one, when my Lord becomes upset with us and with our activities, with our attitudes, and then turns his face around, then you are after him and says, hey, what is that you're doing? Huh? Who is 100% perfect in this world? Being born in this world, no one becomes perfect. 100%. No. No? No. Sure? Yes. Can you prove? What to prove? You ask yourself. You ask yourself, my friend. He says, you need not ask anybody. First you ask yourself, and then find out. Are you perfect 100% when you're born in this world? What did I do? Saying aloud doesn't look nice. People find those things only, they keep on record. And then they start using them. If we just read any kind of loopholes, that creates another problem. And they keep only them as their records and say, look, even Jeeyar Asramam said. But anyway, what is a Papam Sinin Sugaka? Mom says to him, yes, when he appeared in the form of Rama, then she was not talking to him, of course, that she was talking to Hanuman. And then she said, hey Hanuman, who is perfect in this world? What, Mom? Why do you say so? He's my boss, my Rama. Is he not perfect? Oh, everything started because of him only. Everything started just because of him. What? Yeah. After all, a single lady, old lady, free lady, I saw Rama, so cute and so beautiful. I said, hey, come on, let us start dating. He would have said, something else and just pacified the moment and diluted that. He didn't say that. He said, my brother is alone, all alone. Why should he say that? That created a big problem. She thought, wow, I thought you are only one here. But I didn't see that guy. So nice. Come on. She went there. And he said, look, you seem to be very great. You seem to be from a very pious family. Ravana nama me bhrata baliyan rakshaseswara. You introducing yourself that the Ravana, who is able to even weep Rakshasas also. Rakshasas are the ones, who are always creating problems to us. But even for them also, Ravana was able to create problems. Even they also start feeling pain because of Ravana. Ravana was such a great guy. Rakshaseswara. Even Rakshasas also think, oh, he's Rakshasa. He's Rakshasa to us. For us, if we see some very hard person, he's Rakshasa, like a Rakshasa. But even Rakshasas also say the same thing with regard to Ravana. So we can understand, how perfect he is. And you say that you belong to such a kind of great, grand lineage. And I am a servant. And if you are with me, you become a servant mate. Which is not very good to you. And he's the boss, Boss can do anything. Because boss is always right. Right? Because you are all taught with the same lesson in your offices. Do you know that story? Huh? One boss in the office wanted to make a democratic system in his office. Wanted to introduce democratic system in his office and said, yes, come on, let's write some rules and regulations, even to the bosses, not only to the people working. And then the first rule, boss is always right. But because he wanted to introduce democracy, right? And the second rule, if boss is wrong, then third is refer to rule number 1. So his boss, no problem, go to him. Lakshmana directed there. And then she thought, it's okay. Poor this guy is very much scared of his own brother, it looks like. Now let me go there. And then he said here, and this guy said there. Then she thought, looks, both are okay with me. But only the brother is a bit discomfortable with the person who is sitting next to him. Very lean, slim girl, Sita. So if I eat her away, the whole problem will be solved. Just I can enjoy with all these two guys. That's what she thought. And then wanted to capture Sita to eat her away. Then your Rama realized, what did he realize? Sarasamu? Virasamu He thought of making some fun initially, but that fun became ferocious. Made the things other way around. And then, I think, Lakshmana came to rescue. And then he cut the nose and ears, which were not properly functioning to the lady. And then sent. And then she became responsible for killing 40,000 people. And again went to Lanka and just, poked Ravana to kidnap Sita. That's how I'm here. Whose is the mistake? Huh? Unnecessary way to make fun with the ladies. When I'm there next to him. You would have made any kind of fun with me. Why with others? That caused this much of problem. You say that your Rama is so pure. So right. It's okay. I should not say anything. Even wife and husband are talking about each other. Because that creates a very bigger problem. I say, what, Mom? Why not you? I think you are so great. Of course, I was great. But what to do? When situations turn something indifferent, even we also become vulnerable. After all, ladies, right? So, what to do? When Rama said, Sita, things are turning vulnerable. Some kind of thunder started. Then Sita said, Rama, you say I should not come to the forest. And you scare me showing that there are lions, there are elephants, there are tigers and cheetahs, and there are thorns and grass blades, etc. All right. Can't you save your wife from such kind of things? Huh? I thought you are so powerful. When you lifted the Sivadhanus and broke it, people thought you are so very powerful. I know, of course, that Sivadhanus was very old and almost, is rotten. And you lifted that and proved that you are so great. Everybody thought it is true. My father also thought it is true. Ladies never scold directly. చెప్పాల్సినవన్నీ చెప్పి మా నాన్నగారు అనుకుంటున్నారు. And then they said, Rama Jamakaram Prapya Striyam Purusha Vigraham. Some incapable guy came in the guise of a man, very powerful, valorous man. This is how my father thinks, not me. That's what she said. But Rama knows very well the attitude of women. And so he said, that's okay. When they are upset, they may speak any kind of words. That's okay, let me not care. He didn't pay any attention towards that word then. That's first mistake I did. Hanuman with Rama. But bigger mistake I committed was something different. After 13 years of time in the forest, I cursed Lakshmana like anything. When I cursed Rama, nothing happened. I was just with Rama and I was moving as normal as earlier. But when I cursed Lakshmana, the very intimate devotee of Rama, who left everything just for the sake of Rama, he left his kingdom, he left his luxurious life, he left his food and stuff, he left his sleep, and he left everything, no clothes, nothing, just very simple attire, just like Rama. Just made of jute. That's the kind of dress Rama was wearing. So why should I? So he also started wearing the same kind of dresses made of this jute. Such a very, very pious person, Lakshmana, serving us day in and out. When Rama left for deer, and that deer was Maricha, none else than Maricha himself. And when shooted by Rama, then he was just, made a big noise like, hey Sita, ha Lakshmana, something like that. And then I was very much scared. And then I instructed Lakshmana to just go and take care of Rama. Of course, Lakshmana warned me like anything. Hey Sita, Ma, this voice is not Rama's voice. This voice cannot be Rama's voice, because I am able to understand Rama's voice. Let him speak, changing his tone. Sometimes people change their tones, right? In spite of changing into different voices, I am able to recognize my Rama's voice. Mom, this is for sure not the voice of Rama. For sure this must be Maricha's voice. But even then I said, hey Lakshman, why you are here? You want to do something back to me? When Rama is not there? This is the kind of word Sita used, which was unbearable to Lakshmana. And then, of course, he said, that's okay. If the fate drives like this, what can I do? Ma? Okay. As you feel, I go. But be careful. This is the place of demons. And we already just moved to the honeycomb. What happens if the honeycomb is moved? all the bees start flying all around us and start stinging. We already did it with regard to Surpanaka and Karadushna Tirsiras. All those guys have gone and they are waiting for time to do something. Probably this is their Maya. I don't know. But if you say so, I go. But be careful. This is all what I can say. In spite of the heart was burning, but Lakshmana said so. Some people say that he drew a line. What they call it? It's not there in Ramayana, of course. Lakshmana did not do such kind of things because he didn't know that is a foolish act, right? Don't cross line. Who is that guy to instruct Sita? Lakshmana is not such a fool, to put limitations to Sita. But Sita knows what she is. And Sita, if necessary, is capable of handling any kind of situation. That's what Sita said once with Ravana. I think to burn you to ashes, Ravana, I would have done it. But Rama never said to do so. So I am not doing that. That is Sita. So Lakshmana never drew the line and said, okay, take care, mom, of yourself. Okay, because you feel that I should go, yes, I'm going. And he went. We know what happened. When Sita cursed Rama, nothing happened. But when she cursed Rama as a devotee, Lakshmana, that was end of her peaceful life. Immediately she was kidnapped by Ravana. So, Hanuman, what would I say? Right? I also did a mistake. Lakshmana was trying to convince me like anything, but I was not convinced because where the fate drives, no matter who says and what says, but we will never be convinced. That's what happened. Okay, Mom, I'm sorry. You said Rama is a person committed a mistake, and you say you also committed a mistake. So, what about me? I'm so pure. I never committed a mistake. This is what to be proved now. This is the second time you are with me. You came to see me, right? But before this, you already came once with me, talked to me, and then you left, right? The first time when you entered Lanka. What did Rama say? What did Rama say to you? Find out and give the ring as insignia and take the consent and come back. So simple and very straightforward. Business is very straight, right? What did you do then? Who asked you to burn the Lanka? Who gave you the permission to burn the Lanka? Who gave permission to kill 80,000 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5, including Ravana's son? Who gave you permission to do all these kind of things? You say, I am so free. Said something, you did something, keep that aside. Now, these are the Rakshasa ladies. What you call? Demonesses. Yeah? If the lady a demon, how do you call it? Not ladies are demons. Sorry, don't mistake me. Around Sita, there were 800 lady demons were appointed. They should work 24/7 on Sita, by using harsh words and causing pain to her, hurting her like anything. This is how the Ravana appointed them. They were doing their duty very perfect, with all perfectness. If an appointed person does his duty with all perfectness, what should you do? Reward him. Give promotion. Add few increments. Then what is to be done? These Rakshasas, Rees, are following the instructions of their boss, Ravana, and seriously and sincerely doing their duty, hurting me. It's not their mistake. Nothing is there for them. They are just simply working people and taking the salary from him and eating his salt. And that's what he said, that they have to do it. They should do it. And when they are doing so, why you ask me permission to punch them to pulp within 5 minutes? Hanuman asked Sita, Sita, please give me just 5 minutes of time. I showed these guys what they have done to you all these 9 months. In 5 minutes, I showed it to them. But Sita said, wrong. Don't ask such a kind of foolish things. Who are you to do that? You may think that they are doing wrong, but I never considered they are wrong. I consider they are right, because they are sincerely following the instructions of their boss. Why? You want to punish them? You may not like it, it may not be good to you, but still that is okay. Who cares that? When you are appointed by some person, when you are given with a job by some XYZ, whatever he said that you have to do it, as long as you are in the job. It may be anything else. That's what they are doing. Why you want to punish them? Don't you think it is wrong? Don't you consider that it is a mistake on your part to ask such kind of things? Oh, sorry, ma'am. So, born in this world, on the earth, no one is 100% perfect. And sometimes, some kind of support that comes to us from some corner, we don't know from where and how. For Sita, then it was Hanuman who came to rescue from that situation. For Rama, also it was Hanuman. There was an attack on Rama by robbers. Do you know that situation? When Rama was in the forest, for how long? 14 years. Sita was there, of course, along with him for almost 13 years and 1 month. 13 years, 1 month. After that, of course, Sita was kidnapped, and then Rama was in search of Sita. And while he was just going into forest in search of Sita, then there was a big attack on Rama. Many robbers fell on Rama to steal things that are available with him. Did you hear the story ever from Ramayana? Anybody? Very big attack on Rama. And Rama became incapable before them. That's also that. We think that Rama is invincible. Right? But then, when there was a severe attack on Rama, Rama became helpless. Lakshmana also became so helpless. Could you believe? No? It's true. I'm not just joking. It's true. There was severe attack, and Rama was crying, rolling, and Lakshmana just watching and became helpless. It was then Hanuman came to save them. Rama was relaxed there. Should I give the note of that? Should I? I'm not just creating a story from something from the blue. It is there in the Ramayana.
Not from Adi Purush.
I will see that anyway. I went there because they called. That's all I did. But I don't know what exactly is there. I know what they shown there. So, I'm not responsible.
Please subscribe to.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe to
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe to
Jai Swaraajya TV.
Jai Swaraajya TV.
Jay Swaraajya TV.
Jai Swaraajya TV.
Jai Swaraajya TV.
Please sign in Ublood.
Please sign up for Ublood.
Ublood యాప్ సైన్ ఇన్ అవ్వండి, రక్తదానం చేయండి.